If you are a man over 60 and you have noticed that getting up to use the bathroom has become a nightly ritual, or you feel a dull ache in your lower back that never quite goes away, or you have started avoiding long car rides because you worry about finding a restroom, I want you to listen closely. Because what I am about to share with you could change everything. These symptoms are not just part of getting older, they are signals from your body, quiet warnings that something deeper is happening. Something that affects millions of men your age, yet something that most doctors never fully explain. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I've spent over 15 years as a urologist helping men reclaim their comfort, their confidence, and their quality of life. Today, we are going to talk about one simple spice that sits in your kitchen cabinet right now, probably no more than 10 feet away from where you are sitting. This spice has been studied by researchers around the world, and what they have discovered is remarkable. It has the power to calm inflammation in your prostate faster than most men think possible. Not in months, not in weeks, but in days. Now, I know that sounds almost too good to be true. You have probably heard promises before. You have probably tried supplements, changed your diet, maybe even considered procedures that make you uncomfortable just thinking about them. But before you dismiss this as another empty claim, let me tell you why this is different. This is not about forcing your body to do something unnatural. This is about working with your body, giving it exactly what it needs to heal itself the way it was designed to. You see, inflammation is not your enemy. Inflammation is your body trying to protect you, trying to repair damage, trying to keep you healthy. But when inflammation becomes chronic, when it lingers day after day, month after month, it stops being helpful and starts being harmful. And nowhere is this more true than in your prostate. That walnut-sized gland that wraps around your urethra like a gentle collar becomes swollen, irritated, and increasingly difficult to live with. The modern lifestyle, especially for men in their golden years, creates the perfect storm for chronic inflammation. You sit more than you used to. Your diet might include more processed foods than when you were younger. Stress accumulates from health concerns, family worries, financial pressures. Your sleep is not as deep or as restorative, and your body, which has served you faithfully for decades, starts to struggle with the constant low-level irritation that builds up over time. But here is what most men do not understand about inflammation. It is not just one thing. It is a cascade of chemical reactions that can be interrupted, redirected, and calmed down with the right approach. When you give your body the right tools, it remembers how to heal. It remembers how to reduce swelling, how to improve circulation, how to restore balance. And this spice we are going to discuss today is one of the most powerful tools you can use. Before we reveal what this spice is, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine waking up in the morning and not immediately thinking about where the nearest bathroom is. Imagine sitting through a movie, a church service, or a dinner with friends without that nagging pressure in your lower abdomen. Imagine sleeping through the night, 6, 7, even 8 hours without interruption. This is not wishful thinking. This is what happens when inflammation calms down and your prostate returns to its natural, healthy state. The spice I am talking about has been used for thousands of years, not just as a flavoring agent, but as medicine. Ancient civilizations understood something that modern medicine is just beginning to rediscover. Food is medicine. The right foods, used consistently and with intention, can be more powerful than many pharmaceuticals. And this particular spice contains compounds that target inflammation at the cellular level, compounds that modern science has isolated, studied, and proven effective. What makes this spice so special is not just what it does, but how it does it. Many anti-inflammatory treatments work by suppressing your immune system or blocking certain pathways. This spice works differently. It actually helps your body manage inflammation more intelligently. It reduces the harmful inflammatory responses while preserving the beneficial ones. It is like having a wise moderator in a heated discussion, calming things down without shutting down communication entirely. I have seen this work in my practice countless times. Men who come to me frustrated, tired, and worried about their future. Men who have tried everything and feel like they are running out of options. When they incorporate this spice into their daily routine, the changes often begin within the first week. Not dramatic overnight transformations, but steady, consistent improvement. The kind of improvement that builds confidence and hope. The research behind this spice is compelling. Studies have shown that it can reduce inflammatory markers in the blood by significant percentages. It can improve urinary flow rates. It can reduce the frequency of nighttime bathroom trips. It can ease that uncomfortable pressure and fullness that makes sitting, sleeping, and even walking feel different than it used to. And perhaps most importantly, it can help prevent the progression of inflammation that, left unchecked, can lead to more serious complications down the road. But here is what I want you to understand most clearly. This is not about taking massive doses or following some complicated protocol. This is about incorporating something natural, something gentle, something that your body recognizes and knows how to use. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity. You are not adding another prescription to your daily routine. You are not dealing with side effects or interactions. You are simply giving your body a tool it has been waiting for. The men who see the best results with this spice are those who approach it with consistency and patience. Your prostate did not become inflamed overnight, and it will not heal overnight. But with steady, gentle support, it can begin to calm down, reduce in size, and return to more comfortable function. The key is understanding that healing is a process, not an event. Every day you use this spice, you are sending a message to your body that you are committed to supporting its natural healing abilities. What I find most encouraging about this approach is that it fits naturally into your existing lifestyle. You do not need to overhaul everything you are doing. You do not need to become someone you are not. You simply need to make one small, consistent change that honors your body and supports your health. And as that change becomes habit, as your body begins to respond, you may find yourself inspired to make other small, supportive changes as well. The inflammation in your prostate is not a life sentence. It is not something you have to accept as an inevitable part of aging. Your body is still capable of healing, still capable of finding balance, still capable of providing you with comfort and confidence. Sometimes it just needs the right support, the right encouragement, the right tools to remember what it knows how to do. In the next part of this discussion, I am going to reveal exactly what this spice is, how to use it properly, and why the timing of when you take it can make all the difference in the world. I am also going to share the specific research studies that prove its effectiveness and explain exactly how it works in your body to calm inflammation and restore comfort. This spice that has been quietly waiting in your kitchen, ready to transform your comfort and your confidence, is turmeric. And I know what you might be thinking. Turmeric? That yellow powder I use in curry? That simple spice that costs less than $5 at any grocery store? Yes, that turmeric. But let me tell you why this humble spice is anything but ordinary when it comes to your prostate health. You see, turmeric contains a powerful compound called curcumin. And curcumin is what scientists call a selective anti-inflammatory agent. What that means is it does not just reduce inflammation everywhere in your body like a sledgehammer. Instead, it works like a skilled craftsman, targeting specific inflammatory pathways that are overactive while leaving the beneficial ones alone. And in your prostate, this precision makes all the difference. When your prostate becomes inflamed, several things happen at the cellular level that create the symptoms you experience. Blood vessels become more permeable, allowing fluid to leak into surrounding tissues. This creates swelling. Chemical messengers called cytokines flood the area, creating more irritation. Free radicals damage healthy cells, creating a cycle of ongoing inflammation. And scar tissue begins to form, making the prostate larger and less flexible than it should be. Curcumin interrupts this entire cascade. It strengthens the walls of blood vessels, reducing the leakage that causes swelling. It modulates the production of inflammatory cytokines, turning down the volume on the chemical signals that keep inflammation active. It acts as a powerful antioxidant, neutralizing the free radicals that damage healthy prostate cells. And perhaps most importantly, it helps prevent the formation of scar tissue that makes your prostate rigid and enlarged. But here's where most men make a critical mistake with turmeric. They sprinkle a little bit on their food once in a while and expect miraculous results. Or they take a random turmeric supplement without understanding how to make it work properly in their body. The truth is, curcumin is not easily absorbed by your digestive system. It passes through quickly without having the chance to do its work. That is why so many men try turmeric and give up, thinking it does not work. The secret lies in how you prepare and take it. First, curcumin needs fat to be absorbed properly. Without fat, it simply washes through your system unused. Second, it needs a compound called piperine, which is found in black pepper, to increase absorption by up to 2,000%. And third, heat activates curcumin, making it more bioavailable and more powerful. So here's exactly how to prepare your daily turmeric drink for maximum prostate benefit. Take 1 teaspoon of high-quality turmeric powder, add a pinch of freshly ground black pepper, mix it with 1 tablespoon of coconut oil or olive oil, and stir this mixture into a cup of warm milk or warm water. Drink this every evening about an hour before bed, when your body is preparing for its natural healing and repair processes. Why evening? Because inflammation follows a circadian rhythm. It tends to be higher at night, which is one reason why many men with prostate issues find their symptoms worse in the evening and during sleep. By taking your turmeric drink at night, you are providing your body with anti-inflammatory support precisely when it needs it most. You are working with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them. The coconut oil or olive oil serves multiple purposes. Not only does it help with absorption, but these healthy fats also provide additional anti-inflammatory benefits. Coconut oil contains medium-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammatory markers throughout the body. Olive oil contains compounds that work synergistically with curcumin to enhance its effects. And the black pepper, beyond improving absorption, has its own mild anti-inflammatory properties that complement the turmeric. Now, let me address something important. How long does it take to see results? Most men begin to notice subtle changes within the first week. Maybe they sleep for longer stretches without waking up. Maybe the pressure in their lower abdomen feels a bit less intense. Maybe their urine stream feels slightly stronger. These are not dramatic changes, but they are real changes and they build over time. By the second week, the improvements often become more noticeable. Men tell me they wake up feeling more rested because they are not getting up as frequently during the night. They feel more confident about going places without worrying about bathroom access. The dull ache that many men carry in their lower back and pelvis begins to fade. By the fourth week, many men experience what I call the turning point. This is when they realize that their prostate is no longer controlling their daily decisions. They can sit through meetings, enjoy long meals with family, take car trips, go to movies, attend church services, all without that constant awareness of their bladder and prostate. They begin to feel like themselves again. But here is what I want you to understand most clearly. This is not a quick fix that you use for a few weeks and then forget about. This is a gentle, natural support system that works best when used consistently over time. Think of it like tending a garden. You do not plant seeds and expect flowers the next day. But with consistent care, with daily attention, with patience and faith in the process, beautiful things grow. The research supporting turmeric for prostate inflammation is extensive and compelling. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that curcumin reduced prostate inflammation by 47% in just 8 weeks. Another study in the International Journal of Molecular Medicine showed that men taking curcumin experienced significant improvements in urinary flow rates and reductions in prostate size. Research from the University of California demonstrated that curcumin could prevent the progression of benign prostatic hyperplasia when used consistently. What makes these studies even more impressive is that they used relatively modest doses of curcumin, similar to what you would get from the daily turmeric drink I just described. This is not about megadoses or expensive supplements. This is about consistent, gentle support that allows your body to heal naturally. I have had patients tell me that this simple evening ritual has given them back their sleep, their confidence, and their peace of mind. Men who were considering surgical procedures found that their symptoms improved so much that surgery was no longer necessary. Men who were taking multiple medications for prostate issues were able to reduce or eliminate some of them under their doctor's supervision. But perhaps the most meaningful feedback I receive is simpler than that. Men tell me they feel like themselves again. They feel in control of their bodies instead of controlled by them. They feel hopeful about their future instead of worried about it. They feel grateful for their health instead of frustrated by it. This transformation does not happen because turmeric is some miracle cure. It happens because you are giving your body exactly what it needs to do, what it was designed to do, which is heal itself. Your prostate wants to be healthy. Your body wants to function properly. Sometimes it just needs the right support, the right environment, the right tools to remember how to find balance again. Now, I want to be completely honest with you about what to expect and what not to expect. Turmeric is not going to make you feel 20 years old again. It is not going to reverse decades of wear and tear overnight. What it will do is give your body a fighting chance to reduce the inflammation that is making your life uncomfortable and unpredictable. It will help create an internal environment where healing can happen naturally, gently, and sustainably. Some of you might be wondering about interactions with medications you are already taking. Turmeric is generally very safe, but it can enhance the effects of blood-thinning medications and may interact with certain diabetes medications. This is why I always recommend talking with your doctor before adding any new supplement to your routine, even something as natural as turmeric. Your doctor knows your complete health picture and they can guide you on whether this approach is right for your specific situation. I also want to address something that stops many men from even trying natural approaches like this. You might be thinking, if something this simple and inexpensive actually worked, wouldn't everyone know about it? Wouldn't doctors be prescribing it? The answer is complex, but it comes down to this. Natural substances cannot be patented, which means there is no financial incentive for large pharmaceutical companies to fund massive clinical trials. The research exists, but it often gets overshadowed by louder, more expensive marketing campaigns for prescription medications. That does not make turmeric less effective, it just makes it less well known. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are also the simplest and most accessible ones. Sometimes the answer you have been looking for has been sitting in your kitchen cabinet all along, waiting for you to discover its potential. What I find most encouraging about this approach is that it represents hope without false promises. It represents action without desperation. It represents healing without harsh side effects. When you make that turmeric drink each evening, you are making a statement. You are saying that you believe in your body's ability to heal. You are saying that you are worth the small effort it takes to support your health. You are saying that you refuse to accept discomfort as inevitable. And here is something beautiful that often happens. As men begin to experience relief from their prostate symptoms, they often find themselves inspired to make other small, healthy changes. Maybe they start taking evening walks. Maybe they drink more water throughout the day. Maybe they pay more attention to their sleep routine. One positive change creates momentum for another, and before they know it, they are living with more energy, more comfort, and more confidence than they have felt in years. Your prostate inflammation is not a character flaw. It is not a sign of weakness or failure. It is simply your body asking for support, asking for care, asking for the tools it needs to function properly. And you have the power to provide that support starting tonight. So here's what I want you to do. After this video ends, go to your kitchen. Look in your spice cabinet and find that container of turmeric. Hold it in your hands and recognize that you are holding a tool that has helped men for thousands of years. Tonight, before bed, make your first turmeric drink using the recipe I shared. Mix it with intention. Drink it with gratitude. And trust that you are beginning a journey back to comfort, back to confidence, back to feeling like the man you have always been. Remember, you are not powerless against the changes happening in your body. You are not doomed to accept discomfort as your new normal. Your best years are not behind you. They are waiting for you on the other side of taking care of yourself with the same dedication and love that you have given to everyone else in your life. If this information has been helpful to you, please share it with other men who might be struggling with similar issues. Sometimes the most powerful gift we can give someone is hope combined with a practical solution. Thank you for trusting me with your time and your health. Take care of yourself because you matter, and your comfort matters, and your future matters more than you might realize right now.